Hi everyone, I'm Alex and joining me is Holly.
Hi.
And today we will discuss how do we measure success of one of our challenges. So we've conducted a lot of challenges now, Open Innovation Challenge. And one question that comes off often is, was it a successful challenge? So we're gonna discuss how do we assess if it was a successful challenge.
Awesome, thanks Alex. And this is such a great question. I love answering this question, but it's also a very difficult one to answer because innovation processes are very different to a lot of other projects that we run, and actually answering that question is not as easy as you might think. So I'm going to explore, I guess, a few areas of that question. So first, I'm going to go into, numbers. So one of the things that is a default for everyone, I think, is that the more submissions you have, the more people you have registered for your challenge, the better. I don't have a fundamental problem with that, but I think that's not the key metric that we want to look at in general. So when you think about success of an Open Innovation Challenge, you need to think about what are the goals that you've set yourself and what are you actually trying to achieve. Usually it's not actually about having lots of people apply to your challenge. It's going to be about finding the team or the technology that really suits your business problem, or multiple teams or technologies that suit your business problem. And you're probably also looking to get some diversity in the types of technologies or teams or people that you're seeing in your submission process. So most of what we actually look for in our success metrics are numbers that demonstrate that diversity. So how many different industries are we seeing in a submission, in submissions for a challenge? How many different kind of technology readiness levels? How many different countries are we seeing? How many different types of technology, might be software, hardware? So we really are looking at making sure that we're getting a broad range rather than just total numbers. Where I think numbers are really important, and this comes into a lot of your role, Alex, is more on those leading indicators. So we don't necessarily want to have hundreds of submissions, but we do want to make sure that our challenge has reached as many people as possible. So definitely we look at numbers when we're looking at outreach. How many people have viewed the challenge? How many people have received our communications for the challenge? How many people have seen our social media posts on the challenge? So definitely those are really good leading indicators, and I think they can be used as a measure of success or how successful your outreach campaign for your challenge might have been as well. But don't be caught out in transferring those raw numbers into how many submissions you get. I think another thing around an Open Innovation Challenge process is, just fundamentally, have you found solutions that are interesting that match the problem that you had? So did you set the correct success criteria and things like that have enabled you to capture the right information? That's another kind of way to look at that success metric. And then I guess finally, has the project, a standard project management success criteria? Have you kept to time and scope and budget and all of that kind of thing? And you should have some flexibility around that in Open Innovation, but we always want to make sure that these processes are efficient and easy for people to do, because otherwise people will not continue to do them. So that's another one to go by.
Thank you. And I would add, as you said, when we conduct a challenge, we are all reviewing the submissions, so it is beneficial for us to have less but the best submissions that are going through. So definitely, good criteria over there. Thank you, Holly.
Thank you, Alex.